Considering he's not responding, I'm gonna assume that he doesn't have a
He
mic.
You said a
responded.
bit.
You said a bit.
Oh, okay. Didn't actually see that.
Anyway, set the output to blah blah blah.
Okay.
I am just going to apologize in advance. I still don't know what I'm doing, but I'll try.
Sam. Wait, what?
So, Lily, did you actually add in the improved stats to your bow?
Yeah, I put the +2.
Make sure you hit the arrows plus the plus.
Yeah, it's +4 to the attack roll. It's +2 to the damage roll.
Yeah, because they made them four veined arrows.
Fuck. Right, hold on.
You need some help?
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Okay, so in the character sheet, make sure you have the pencil at the end of the all the stuff. Make sure you click on that so it turns yellow. And you
It
can,
is.
Okay. You can edit that, and now go to your longbow, and you want to make sure the attack part of your thing is proficiency plus dex +2. There's a little box at the end. You add +2 to that, and then the hit you want to have, it would be 1d whatever longbow does plus dex +2, or +2 on the hit. My bad. It should be +4 on the attack because I messed up.
Yep. Words and stuff and things.
So it should be proficiency bubble should be green, then plus dex, then +4 on the attack one. And then 1d, I think they do a d8 longbows, plus dex, +2.
+2. Mine. I don't know why it's already saying +3.
Because that's your proficiency. Or no, that's not your proficiency. That's your yeah, she already had a +2 longbow.
Oh!
Thing is that it didn't have Lynxium arrows.
Right. You see, I thought she had a standard longbow.
Nope.
Well,
She wouldn't have been able to tell you that yet.
Joe, I only had a +1 longbow.
Oh well, now you can. Well, now
well
you have
then
a plus-
okay. It's
So it's not a +3. It should be a +4.
yeah, it should be +2.
No, +4. Because there's other bonuses in there. I just don't remember what it's from.
Alright, to clarify my rapier, what's the decision on how it applies Shocking Grasp?
Oh yeah, we were talking about that one.
That's a great question. Shocking Grasp gives restraint, right? Or
It's so that they can't take an attack of opportunity if I leave their space.
Basically, if you hit someone with a melee spell attack, they take 1d8 lightning damage, and they can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
yeah, that
Right.
makes sense.
So when
But the confusing part was it says to touch. So are we allowing it to are you allowing it to go through the sword?
Yes.
Okay.
well shit. Alright.
So then now you just have
Because
to.
you are touching the enemy with your sword.
2
Okay.
D8.
And now, question: what is his spell attack modifier? Because it is not a normal attack.
Wait, yes, that's the question. So is it going through my weapon attack, or am I rolling again after I hit with the weapon?
No,
Nope.
you would roll once, but it would be 1d20 with whatever his spell
Thing
attack
is-
modifier is.
Thing is, think of it like this: if you're doing a damaging spell, the attack is you hitting with the sword. Once you hit with the sword, the spell goes off. So say
Okay.
you're using Eldritch Blast, then you roll again for Eldritch Blast, and then you add your spell modifier and all that good stuff, right? So
Sure.
Shocking Grasp, because you hit them, it's a touch spell. Once you hit them with the sword, it goes off. So they've been hit by that spell. I think they make a save, right? Or is it just it just
Do they?
happens?
No.
I don't know.
You make a melee attack.
So no, it's literally just you hit them, Shocking Grasp. Automatically
Okay,
goes
so
through
the
sword.
the roll to hit on that is if he hits him with the rapier.
Yes.
Okay. Like,
Okay.
Alright. So you're not making a spell attack because it's just going off with the hit.
Yeah.
Your rapier adds lightning damage and they can't take reactions.
The only
like-
time it would be if you roll again is if you're doing for like a fireball or not a fireball, firebolt or a Eldritch Blast or whatever. So you have
that
to roll again
wouldn't
for that.
require touching.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, cool. Then we'll go with that.
Firebolt out of a rapier? Holy shit.
Yeah.
I
he-
could poke and then like aim at somebody else, I guess. As like it'll be my wand.
That's really weird.
It's my wand.
Basically.
Because you would make a melee. Then wouldn't you have disadvantage on the firebolt? Because
No.
If I shoot to somebody.
really? Because it's a ranged spell attack.
Yeah,
What-
if you're in melee
Doesn't affect this.
combat. Okay, well.
Okay.
This is just an amazing rapier. Okay.
That's weird. Okay.
That's why I figured I would
I
use something
like
that made
you
more
say
sense.
you aim, but in reality, what happens is you're basically choosing the target for your spell, and the sword is casting it.
All right.
Fair enough.
I'm probably never gonna change it from Shocking Grasp, just so that it's not like too weird.
I mean, there's like
Fine.
booming. You have other options like there's booming blade, green
that do?
flame.
Booming blade
There's a
is
whole
after
bunch
you
of
make
that.
after you make your melee weapon attack. No, you're not making a second one. I'm just clarifying this again. You would make your singular rapier attack, and then the added thing is that if they move on their next turn, you deal extra thunder damage.
I feel like Shocking Grasp though is hard to say no to, considering I have to be so close anyways.
Well, yeah, I mean, Shocking Grasp is really nifty for you stabbing and running.
Right.
Uh,
Who are we waiting for?
Which is really good
No
for
one.
Rogue. We're not waiting for anyone.
I just wanted to check
I
that
was just
Lily
yeah, we were
got
just explaining
everything
Right.
written down all right onto her character sheet.
Yep. Which I believe she does now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
Cool.
Yay.
A +1 to hit, +2 the damage.
Yep.
Yeah, I've done it. All good.
Awesome.
Woohoo. Alright. So I'm going to take you off of editing. Pretty sure we're okay with that. You done editing everything, Lily?
Yeah, I've done everything.
Okay. In that case, I think we're all set to start. We left off with Lily joining the group, and I believe our friend Tarth had just finished explaining the situation that he was in.
Yep.
Yep.
So I don't know if there was anything else that you guys wanted to do before we head off to do our little thing, but I don't know why you guys thought there was going to be a break in between now and the thing, but your guys' like next objective after doing or meeting up with Tarth was to go to the Imperial Court.
Go to the what?
Do that.
Okay.
Or no,
thought-
have you already been to the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court?
I
Yeah.
believe.
We already went
I
to
believe-
Imperial Court. That's
Okay.
where we met Tarth.
I'm
Wasn't
going
that
to.
the boat person? Yeah.
We met Tarth in the Imperial Court.
Oh yeah.
Because-
oh, okay. Yep. No.
We were
We-
waiting 3 days to
For the
be,
family.
Yep,
sent
yep,
as the
yep,
ambassadors
yep, yep,
for
yep,
the
yep,
Hawthorns to deliver the Lord of
I'm
Steel's
right back.
sword.
We're good. We're good.
That's
We got
why I
it.
thought there was a
understand.
wait.
I'm
This is
Yeah.
stupid.
the
I'm
second
super-
meeting
I
with
completely forgot
Tarth.
about that part.
Yeah. That's why we had like 2 days to kill, and that's why we did shopping and smithing and
Yep.
fletching and that kind
Yep.
of shit.
That. So we're gonna start after all that stuff has happened. So you guys did the stuff that you were trying to do in that break. Because I don't think there was anything else that you guys wanted to do. So we'll pick up with Ellie's father sending a letter or message to Ellie, stating that the sword had been delivered and that they have agreed to a meeting. Or not, the sword has been delivered. It is ready for delivery.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So you're probably gonna have to go to his abode to pick up the sword.
No, I have it.
Or yeah, that because you do that.
But to
But you do
go
need
there
to go,
too.
You do need to go there.
Yeah, we need to go there to be sent on in the professional
things.
way here,
Yep.
as nobles want.
Yep.
We have to
That
observe
one.
some formalities, so Nala's going to be immediately pissed off.
Yay, formalities.
Anyways, so is it the entire group is the ambassador, or is it just Ellie and Nala?
Here's a good question.
It would be
What
Ellie
do you-
because she's the family name, and
I
she'd
was gonna
probably
say,
treat you
here's a
guys
good question.
as guards.
How do you want to proceed? Do you want to be the entire group goes in, or do you want it to be where just you and Nala go, or not you, Ellie and Nala go in, or do you want just one person, which I would highly recommend against? But again, it's up to you what you guys want to do.
I think
Um,
Ellie and Nala as the prime ambassadors and the rest of the group as
Ambassadors.
guards. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
you have the
That's
daughter of the family and her friend.
Yep.
That's exactly what they would be, the family ambassadors.
Yep. Okay. In that case, I would say they send. This is non-negotiable. They want to send guards with you. they're
Yeah, I
gonna send
figured,
7
but in
guards.
this case it's fine because it would be
Yeah,
expected.
they're basically like. Yeah.
It would be expected for the noble to have for a noble's ambassador to have the house guard with them, even
Yep,
if they
all
have
that
other
fancy
guard.
shit.
It won't raise any suspicions this time.
So sending 7 guards, including the guard captain, so you have that guy with you, and it's I guess a nobleman procession, but not really like it's a parade and all that shit. It's literally just you guys are in a horse-drawn cart, kind of like you would with the speed wagons, and it takes maybe about 10-15 minutes to get to the palace from the house. Your father does not speak to you very much, except for good luck and all that good stuff. Your mother is not in there with you, thankfully. So you get to the palace, or I say the palace. You get to the Imperial Court gateway to the palace, which takes about maybe 15 minutes to get through. The guards that are with you have paperwork and all that good stuff. They, rushed through to get it all straightened out.
Good.
And after they come back, they start leading the carriage back towards the palace. And the journey from the outer edge, or the inner edge, I guess, of the Imperial Court to the actual palace is maybe about 5 minutes. Only because, again, the Noble District is huge, and the Imperial Court by itself takes up about a third of it. The Imperial Palace takes up the middle portion of the Imperial Court, and it is a very large building. I say palace, but really it's like a goddamn citadel that is a good maybe 500 feet tall.
Jeez.
It's a big building, and there are a lot of towers. There's a lot of walls. The palace itself, like the actual keep that the king, or not the king, the emperor and all of his dignitaries and all that stay in, is actually called the Celestial Tower. It's basically the middle sanctum where the throne and the throne room and all that good stuff reside. And then everything outside of that is basically rooms and barracks and all that good stuff. And there are 9 walls surrounding all of these. And each one is thicker than the last. So you guys are let through each of these gates successively, and eventually, like some of the guards like raise questions like, "Why are you here? What's going on?" Because it's their job to ask questions. And again, after about another 10 minutes, you're let through the final gate, which you get to the inner keep, the Celestial Tower, and I wouldn't say it's a fanfare, but there are quite a few people waiting around. Just guards or imperial dignitaries or whatever else might be.
I think I would be carrying the sword at this point.
Yeah, you'd be carrying the sword at this point because you're the representative. And you're let out of the carriage, and each of you walk along with your 7 little guards protecting you. The carriage is drawn off to the side, and the few amount of people that are actually here to quote unquote welcome you. They don't speak, they don't clap, they just look at you kind of like, okay, yeah, you're a person. We recognize that you're a thing. Yeah, basically, they really don't care. And eventually you get to the gate of the actual keep itself, and the several guards that are guarding it, yay words, let you inside after a couple minutes of explanation of why you're here. And the guards that are escorting you allow you to go in first to represent you. I don't know if you want like introductions or not, but yeah, there probably wouldn't be many introductions considering you're not a high-ranking noble or anything like that.
Yeah. So just calmly walk in after just saying hello and like what I'm here for. And that's
so you walk in. It is the throne room, but it's not like everyone is there to meet the noble that is literally a nobody from outside world. It's literally like maybe a few dignitaries and maybe 2 or 3 of the imperial family members, including the emperor himself, who is basically asleep on the throne. I'll get to him in a minute. So there are 3 people that are in the room right now that are facing you that actually give a shit about you. There's the chancellor of the empire. There is the ambassador of the elves, more specifically the forest elves from the north, and I want to say the halfling ambassador from the east. And these 3 individuals are basically, if I were to equate them in power, the chancellor is the actual head of the empire. So he's basically the emperor is the figurehead, while the chancellor is the one that holds all the strings. The 2 ambassadors that you see are basically the emperors of the halfling and the elven world, basically, so they control all of that. So these are the basic puppeteers. There are others, but these are the 3 higher ups. And the chancellor himself specifically greets you. He is a maybe 5'7" with light brown skin, not like totally brown, but he has vibrant gold eyes with very small pupils, and his hair is jet black and has fairly fancy attire with a what you assume is a ceremonial rapier tied to his side. And a short cape. I forget what the short capes are actually called. I can never remember their actual names. Cowls, that one. Thank you. Which is a vibrant white with a golden symbol on the back of the empire. And he greets you, bowing to you, saying, "Thank you for bringing the artifact. We will take it into our custody after the meeting later on. For now, we would ask you to wait off in the procession hall while we finish our discussion that we were having with his emperor, his imperial highness, that one." not the other one.
Not the current one
not-
sleeping in the chair.
Yeah, the one sleeping in the chair. Which, by the way, I will get to him now. The Emperor seems, very lackadaisical, and does not seem to take notice to you whatsoever. However, he is a middle-aged man, probably about 45-ish. He is average height, average weight, nothing really particularly amazing. He has the startings of a beard, kind of like Peach Fuzz, I guess you would say, but not really Peach Fuzz. 5 o'clock shadow, we'll go with that,
Yeah.
but a little bit longer. And he has deep sunken eyes with bags under his eyes, like he's tired. He's the Emperor, of course he's tired. And he has, it's not armor, but it's like plated, fancy attire, decorative.
Decorative plates.
Pauldrons and I guess a plate that covers the chest that is actually like you could cut it with a butter knife. Because again, it's
It's
just
just
for looks.
soft metal.
And he wears his crown on his head. It's big and obtuse and ugly because crowns usually are. But it is not made of gold and does not have any fancy gems. It is actually made of iron, and it is, instead of like the spire points, it actually has like daggers basically set in them. And this is also called the Blood Iron Throne.
That's not a pleasant name.
No, it's not, because the throne itself is made of steel, but it is jet red, crimson red. That one. I know words. Shut up.
You were about to go jet black.
Yeah, I was gonna say jet black, but it's crimson red. Almost like it's soaked in blood. And you can see like behind the throne itself, there's another person standing off to the side, which you probably assume is the Emperor's attendant. And it almost looks like there's like shimmering lights behind the throne, of like a reflective water of some kind, that you can't see from this perspective because the throne itself is up on a raised dais. And the rest of the throne room is pretty unremarkable. It doesn't seem like they decorate it very much, unless of course there's an important procession going through. However, there is one major thing that catches your eye. On each side of the throne room, there are 4 statues, 4 on the left, 4 on the right, and they're facing inwards towards each other. And you don't see nameplates, but each one is very distinctive in itself, and you get the idea these are the previous emperors, or some of the previous great emperors. And the one all the way to the far right has a golden plated everything, basically. And you get the sense that was Lucius Aurelius, the first emperor. Basically the conqueror. And the one that's furthest away from him, all the way to the left, that is the Dawn Emperor. Also, basically the creation of the inner republic and the Senate. Basically the one that made the governing body of the empire. Which everyone considers to be a piece of shit, and everyone hates him. Yeah, they call him the Dawn Emperor because he basically brought in a new age within Unity. Not a good one either. But you're led from the throne room to basically a waiting room that adjoins next to the throne room. And there's some simple tables and cushioned chairs along with some sofas. It's nothing fancy. Again, the palace, though it looks like it's flashy on the outside, that's mostly for show. The inside is all utility, especially because of the 9 walls that surround the palace itself are for defense rather than for looks. They can actually be defended and can actually be manned by thousands of men if it need be. In other words, they've been building this place so long that they're very paranoid and they don't want it to go away. So,
understandable.
You guys sit down inside I guess I'll call it the living room for now because that's basically what it looks like. It's cozy. It's also mostly utility. There isn't anything welcoming in here. There are a couple servants walking around, but you guys can speak amongst yourselves for now if you would like, or we can just skip ahead to the next quote-unquote cutscene.
Crikey,
I
that's a
mean,
fucking
They
giant
let him like a
direwolf.
giant wolf.
Yes and no. Basically, the way they handle the direwolf, it's basically like a horse, and they say, "Hey," at the entrance, they'll say, "Hey, we'll take your mount for you," basically.
They
Because
probably couldn't even fit inside.
yeah,
It's as big
Probably
as they're saying it
it's a big wolf, but most of them don't pay much attention to it. Like they're not fazed by it.
It's a
Yeah.
big wolf is an understatement. Thing is,
It's huge.
like,
is.
Gigantic.
Thing is like a what are those horses?
It's literally Sith.
Like a
So-
draft horse.
Sith the
It's
white
bigger
woman.
than-
it is
I'm not
a
even
draft
kidding when I
horse.
say this. It is the size of Sith.
Of who?
Instead of
the white
fucking
Great,
headset
great
cutting
wolf.
out.
Dragon from Dark Souls.
Oh.
Sith the Great Grey Wolf.
Darkson.
Yep.
Nala's
He's big.
gonna call Miyako over and be
How
like,
tall is she?
who?
Herself?
The half elf or the full elf. I mean,
Miyako.
Miyako. She's
Miyako.
maybe 5'8", 5'9",
No, she's 5'11", 5'12".
5'11", 5'12".
5'12".
Yeah, 6
Okay.
feet. Okay, so
So
yeah,
at least
under
under
6
her
feet.
in size, but damn, that's a big wolf.
So
It's a big wolf.
Nala's gonna wave Miyako to come over and talk a bit, and say, I really want to make armor for your wolf.
Okay. What sort of armor? Because she still needs to be quite stealthy.
Oh, I can make it so that she can still be stealthy.
Ellie just chimes in. Trust me, she knows what she's doing with the armor.
I do have a few ideas.
Then I'd be happy for you to make armor for Melisandre.
Gonna need a lot of material though.
A lot.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
she's a fair size.
Man,
she's a
I
big
just,
girl.
I just
Also,
imagine like
probably going to need to take some time to
measure.
measure.
Take measurements.
What
Yeah.
exactly does she eat?
I assume the flesh of Miyako's enemies.
Ellie just starts laughing at that question. You do not know what a regular wolf eats?
Basically anything.
Yeah, pretty much whatever she kills. It's fair game.
Well, let's he doesn't kill me then.
Don't piss off the wolf then.
Indeed.
As long as you don't fuck up Miyako, you're fine. Anyways, I don't know if there was any more chit chat that wanted to happen between the group, but
Ellie's just looking around at the room, just
Yeah.
wait.
Do we notice anything? Or do I notice anything?
about the room in
Yeah,
particular,
out of ordinary.
it's mostly ordinary. There is a fireplace that is not lit. There's a couple doorways. There's the one that leads into the throne room. There's the one off to the right of the fireplace. And then there's another double door leading back the way towards the main entrance of the palace.
Are there like any people there, or just?
Like I said, there's a couple servants there if you guys needed anything like food or drink or whatever. And they seem to be mostly minding their own business.
Okay.
Ellie would just probably have a nice drink to just calm down. Just to keep... Just for occupying time.
Dosville, the wolf isn't in the waiting room with us.
Right. Doesn't mean I can't be any less intimidated. I sense it everywhere.
Yes,
Alrighty
Rob.
then.
So, after maybe 5 or 10 minutes, The door leading to the throne room opens, and the Chancellor walks in and sits in a chair across from the rest of you, along with 4 guards, all in royal guard armor.
Some really good knocks.
What?
I would talk with my mouth full. These are some really good knocks.
Oh, you're okay.
And
The
they just
Chancellor,
goes,
the
please.
Chancellor is not paying any attention to you because he considers you a peasant.
Rude.
He is looking directly at Ellie, and says, "You bring interesting company to the palace."
Well, it either make sure they don't get into trouble, or let them loose on the city and lose them again.
Oh, you already
He just like looks at the
Ow.
you already ate, right?
looks at them and is like,
I brought you food. Oh,
but they're good
Huh?
at keeping me safe when I was outside the city. So
Oh, it's rice? Okay,
you know,
whatever.
rice with
Mhm.
arroz chaufa.
So, after surveying your group, the Chancellor looks back at you, Ellie, and says, "I heard of why you're here, besides just bringing the weapon. It's good of you to bring back your empire's most treasured heirloom, but the fact that you seek information, it's not altogether unheard of that people need payment. I can offer 2 things. The Emperor is currently indisposed. He's tired from a day's work. I would assume that you are here to learn about the Imperial family and its ties to a certain individual that we will not name in this location for now.
she nods.
I assume you know who I am, considering how I am dressed and how I was introduced. But allow me to explain one other thing. We know you met with Tarth. We also know that Tarth has been planning against the Empire for quite some time now.
I choke on like a little bit of the cheese. No.
We also know that he revealed to you about the current epidemic within the Empire, such as slavery. We will have you know that it is none of your business at the moment what happens to those slaves. That tradition has been around for a very long time within the Empire. A simple law passing does not change that.
At this point,
We
Nala would sit up a bit more and say, "Is our priorities lie elsewhere? There are threats that we wish to deal with that are far more pressing than whether or not an empire decides to use a few slaves to build walls."
Well, it's good that you wish not to trifle with the inner workings of the most powerful empire on the planet, because it would be your own making.
Like I said,
However, we are not uninformed, as many others think we are. We have an intelligence agency. We know what we're trying to do in this world. There are other threats rather than just social ones. There's the threat of the orcs to the north reassembling. There is also the very mysterious re-emerging of a rift far to the south. Something that we cannot currently do anything about. There are many threats to the Empire. There always have been. There always will be. But our main issue here is that you want to learn about something that has not been discussed in over 1,000 years. The Lord of Steel, as he is known, will not be named within this building. If we must, we will send you the information in due time. The Lord of Steel has many ties to the Imperial family, like it is rumored. But the Imperial family was not always so justified. It had many enemies, including the Lord of Steel. The Empire has, over time, gone through many shifts. With the Dawn Emperor, we were able to shift the ruling party from a dictatorship of the Empire to a republic run by the people. This age has been bountiful and has gifted us with much needed power and the ability to further govern our many holdings within the land of Amadire. But I must ask you one thing. If you wish to learn about the Lord of Steel, you will need to do something for us. The sword represents a long since held tradition about 500 years ago that started with the Lord of Steel closely tied to the Imperial family. He has not been within Unity for 200 years or so, only because the Lord of Steel changes very often. He may lose a battle, or he may fall, in other terms, either dishonorably or honorably. But the Lord of Steel is never immortal. He's not like others that you might be seeking. He is, after all, just a normal man. But he is strong. I can assure you that. I cannot give you direct details. It's not within my power to do so. But what is within my power, I can make it so that you will never have to deal with the guards ever again, considering I'm sure they were giving you a little hard time here and there. But we
What
can give
else
you
is new?
the free reign within the city until we deem it you unworthy of such a gracious offer. But we need you to do something for us.
What is it?
Kill Tarth.
Actually, Tarth is not as disposable as you might think. He runs quite a few things within the City of Unity that we thank him for. But at the same time, he may be an enemy to the Empire, but he is also representing the people. And that's always a good thing in the heart of the Empire. We need the heart of the people truly sung out. And that is hard to do from behind stone walls. But the aforementioned rift that I had spoken of, there have been other points in time when another such rift had opened, a long since forgotten relic of the Age of Arcanum and the Age of Magic, as you might call it. The rifts have been closed for quite some time. Some have shown activity. Others have not been opened in an age. But this one in particular is very worrisome. It has grown. Usually a rift is only about the size able to travel one or two people at a time between. But this rift has grown steadily over the course of a few months, to the size of about a small army's worth. Nothing has come through, but we cannot go through without the risk of losing whatever goes in. We've sent several guards in before, but to keep this between this group and me, whatever I say in this room remains in this room, hopefully. That rift, also, not everyone was lost. We did have one person come back, but they were utterly insane. Much like the same way that they would be insane had they go to the Abyss.
Oh boy.
We assume that the rift is a gateway to the Abyss. We do not ask you to go in there. You would die, very certainly. The Abyss is not something to be messed with, even for adventurers such as yourself. It is a dark and very, very dangerous place.
I know the dangers. I've studied that well.
Yep. Fiends, my friends. They're always fun. and aberrations and all the other awesome things that come from the abyss. Excuse me. And he sits back in his chair after a couple minutes of speaking all these things. The rift can be closed. We know it can be closed. These things have been closed before. But no one has been able to, only because we don't have true magic users in our midst. We need someone more powerful, in other words. We've sent dignitaries to the northwestern islands before, but again, they didn't come back. We don't know what's going on there. We just know that there was something amiss there. We need something more hardy to go and check it out for us. So, we will task you with going to Aldur and commissioning a mage of high rapport and get him to come down here to assist us.
Fine,
Does that seem fair?
That seems very fair.
In return, we will tell you all we know about the Lord of Steel.
Very well.
Then is it an agreement?
All right, then. Here are the details of your mission. Aldur, supposedly, is shrouded in a mist of poisonous fog. We assume it came from a volcanic eruption about 50 or 60 years ago. We also know that this poisonous gas is lethal to everything. We've sent Dragonborn, we've sent halflings, we've sent everyone that you could possibly think, including other Dragonborn that are resistant to poison or of the effects of poison. It just eats through them like they were nothing. Again, we've sent dignitaries, like I said. But again, they never come back. We don't know if it's a defense mechanism. We don't know if it is literally just a curse upon the land. We need information. But we also need assistance. More specifically, from one of the head mages within the city of Aldur. I'm sure in your journeys you have at least heard his name mentioned.
Yeah. Damn. Magic. Which was it?
It's the Prismatic Mage.
Yeah.
There are other high-ranking mages, but we know for a fact the Prismatic Mage can close rifts. He's done it before. So we would ask you to go and seek him out at the city of Aldur, his last known residence. If he is not there, then we would ask you to continue search for him somewhere else in the world. Until you find him and bring him back here.
I have to ask one thing. How far does this poisonous gas reach?
Supposedly it reaches about a mile into the bay surrounding the island, but it shrouds the entire island. And by bay he means like the I'm going to point to it on the map.
Yeah.
Like this right here, the water surrounding it, like it stretches maybe 40 miles. But the actual fog is only about a mile from shore.
Okay.
That's how far it extends.
So
And
it
on-
extends
that's-
to
that's on the
just
entire island.
beyond the actual island itself.
Yeah, just beyond the actual island itself.
Has anyone ever tested going underwater?
He blinks and looks at you and dumbfoundedly goes, "No, we haven't."
Yeah.
Well, I guess we know where we're going to start.
Hopefully the gas hasn't affected the water.
We'll find out.
One way or another.
Well, if the gas has affected the water, then wouldn't the animals?
Yes, that's why. It's like you could tell if like
You'll be able to tell. You'll be
yeah,
able to
like if you see animals avoiding the area, like fishes and that stuff, don't go in that direction.
the
Especially if it's
fishes.
yeah. But anyway, on that point, so we have made a deal, and do be careful with this sword and its curse. She holds up the sword for it to be taken.
He takes it, or has a guard take it, and the other guards that were escorting you come in to lead you back out. The Chancellor, as you start to leave, responds back to the rest of you and say, "Good luck, adventurers. We need you alive. For now."
Oh, so glad we can be useful.
For now.
Well, Ellie's not gonna even dignify that with a freaking response. She just walks off.
Did they just threaten us?
Yup. Oh God, yeah. I am the Senate.
Yeah.
Literally, you just
Not
you guys. You guys just spoke to the Chancellor, the actual leader of the Senate. He actually is the Senate.
Is he like an actual human?
Yes.
Yes, he's an actual
Okay,
person.
I don't. Okay, just want to make sure.
I am the Senate.
Humans.
Rude.
Despicable things, really.
Mortals, they suck. That's actually
Mostly humans.
that would actually be the same, because singling out one species would be racist.
Yeah.
Guess
Yeah.
what? Guess what? Nala is slightly racist towards humans. Only
Hey,
because
guess what?
Rude.
Guess what? Doesn't matter.
I know.
Not.
I love how like race in humans isn't actually a thing for D&D. Like there are races, like there are people from other places, but they're still just humans.
Yep.
Because
I'm a ground human.
why would they go about separating each other when there are other things that they can?
Yeah, mostly separate, yeah.
Yeah, why would they go around hating each other when there's so many other things for them to hate?
It's like, oh my god, those giant talking lizards! It's like, what the fuck?
There's actual lizard men.
Yeah, lizard folk are a thing.
So,
Let's get a move on.
we can't breathe poison and we can't breathe water. What exactly are we supposed to do with that?
Like, you
Ellie
can't
just like,
breathe
I
water.
It's like Ellie just turns, is like, I do know how to turn into aquatic animals, and I may have a way to bring breathing to you all.
How would you do so?
You get water breathing. You get water breathing. You get
water breathing. I get alter self. You get water breathing.
I can give us all water breathing. He's like, she just looks at him like, you do realize I am really great at nature magic and being a druid, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I do realize that, Ellie.
It's all the same mumbo jumbo to me.
Yeah.
And if we don't want to swim, we can always just walk
Yeah, into the poison and die.
on the water.
Into the poison and die.
Is the entire
The entire
Yes.
island, and then a mile out from its shore,
okay?
is
Okay.
shrouded in toxic fume. That's why we're going under the water, to see if that will work.
See if there's a
Under
passage
the
in.
sea. Under the sea.
Down where it's better.
It seems to be acting more of an acid than a, poisonous gas. If it tore people like that. Well, we have to get to the ship and go anyway.
So
Maybe
how
she's-
high does the poison go?
Again,
Never mind.
Entire
about a
island.
mile.
It's like, it doesn't matter how high we go. There's no place to land. We gotta see if there's a passage
Skydive.
underwater. Skydive into the poison and die.
Just hold
Lovely.
your breath.
Okay,
It
you
tears your
do
skin
that.
apart.
The rest of us are going to go
You can
ahead
walk it
and
off.
I don't need to.
Walk it off. Okay.
Anyway.
So the plan of action, we fly over the island first, stop Azor, and then the rest of us go about this doing the smart thing.
So then I show up before everyone.
Uh,
Okay.
I would have to scout out and see if the water is also in the effect of poison. I just have to watch out for the animals and see if they avoid the area like the plague.
In either case, I think our business here in the city is concluded for now.
Yes, it is. So, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm getting tired of Unity.
Definitely agree.
Yay!
It's like,
What
and
is
he's
that?
like, I want to leave Unity right now. Let's
This
go.
place is amazing. Why would you
So-
want to
What's
leave?
magic items?
I'm not going to go about describing everything that you do because fuck that. You guys get back to the ship.
Yep.
You
Yep.
do your thing. You set off for Eldor.
Yep.
The journey itself will take about full speed from there to about there. About a week and a half.
Oh boy.
Okay. A week and a half, so we have to make a couple stops a few times for anything
Well,
really.
food and water we don't have to really worry about because
Yeah.
clerics and druids
So,
can usually make those.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Mhm.
From here to here, it is an abandoned wasteland of desert. There is nothing here. There are no cities. There's nothing. Also,
There's no
this right
rivers?
here is not. No, there is. It is literally this area. This desert is called the Denmore Wastes.
That explains all the dead trees.
Yep, dead trees. Very, very dead.
So,
Um,
I'm curious, what is this? A giant ruin?
you guys don't know that exists.
Oh, fair enough.
It's there for my own amusement.
What?
That's where we're gonna fight Lord Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
So during that entire time, I'll probably just switch out one of my daylight spells to just switch it to water breathing, and then train and practice tinkering and stuff like that the entire way there.
Dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working on the other smithing projects on the way there.
You've got a to-do list.
I have a to-do list. I have
You've got
two
a
sets
direwolf
of.
armor.
Let's see. I've got
Did you do this?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, I have a
5,
spear.
6 sets of armor that I have to go about making. I still have another bow. I still have another weapon.
6 sets of armor?
Hey, anyone
Yeah,
wants to spar?
yeah. 6 sets of armor because I have an armor for myself. I have an armor for Miyako, an armor for Kaylin, an armor for
Ellie.
Ellie, an armor for Dosriel, and an armor for the wolf.
Oh.
Yeah, armor
Oh,
for
you
the wolf.
probably need
Wow.
examples for movement and that stuff.
Um,
what is this? Is this a city here, or am I seeing it wrong?
That looks like a fort.
It's a fort.
yeah. We might be able to pick up a few rations, but
Also, it is outside the desert.
Yeah.
It is
the
along
edge.
the mountain. Like, the only thing that's actually to scale on this map is Unity. That fortress is actually just up against the mountainside.
Yeah, it's small.
Mhm.
It's just exaggerated map dynamics here.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know how to actually get those to work on the thing that I use. Otherwise, those things would be tiny.
yeah.
That's the smallest setting that I can go without being stupid about it.
Yeah. So anyway, who wants to spar Ellie? Who wants to spar against Ellie?
I'll spar.
I'll watch.
Does anyone want a really heavy mace?
Sure, I'll take it.
We could probably
Okay.
drop it from the air and kill somebody with it.
So I'm
Does it
just
weigh as much
What,
as it does?
as an exercise.
It probably weighs more than I do.
Okay, as an exercise of comedy, I hand Yen the Purdon mace
Mm-hmm.
that requires a 16 strength to use.
Yen, what's your strength?
10.
Make a strength check to see if you can hold it up.
Ay, ay, ay.
That's
Ay,
a
ay, ay.
saving throw, but it doesn't matter. It's +0.
Yeah,
regardless.
either way,
Yeah.
as you try and pick it up, as he lets go of it, or as she lets go of it, your arms are noodles, and they just fall to the floor of the ship, and you fall over with the giant freaking maul.
Oh, I figured.
This is one-handed mace.
It's a one-handed mace.
It's a one-handed maze. It's really.
It's the weight of a mall.
Okay.
Do I have to?
Yeah, we can let-
Do I need to make a medical check on him to make sure he's okay?
He'll be fine. Probably just hyperextended his
Come on.
arms trying to hold
You've
that.
only-
Come on, Ellie,
You're
let's
fine.
spar. Let's spar.
Anyway, yeah. Okay.
You hurt the pride when you mentioned the pointy ears. All right, so this is nothing.
Aye.
If you do spot Ellie, you have to use the mace.
No.
Nice.
So here's a good question. Are you actually sparring?
Yeah.
Are you going to do an actual combat?
Well, we need to get some practice in it somehow.
I'm down to test
Who wants to
something
pick?
out.
Wait, do you want to do it barehanded? Or, like, no. Do not take that as a joke. I mean, like, just bare
Unarmed?
hands. Unarmed.
Yeah.
Here's a good question.
Hand
for
to
you.
hand.
What day of travel are you doing this? It's going to take about a week and a half, so about 10 days.
Oh man, we have 10
Uh,
Well,
say day
day
two.
one is Nala is smithing.
Sweetheart, give me.
Day
Because-
two, then.
Okay.
Day
so
3 spar. Day 3 spar.
Day 3 spar? Okay. Glad
Oh,
you said that.
Damn it. Well, fuck.
Why?
We fucked ourselves somehow.
Maybe. We'll see.
Well,
Yeah.
Depends on what I roll. Where's my D10? There it is.
Harpies attack.
No.
that would be too easy at this point.
All right, you're fine for the first day. First day, nothing happens.
Okay, so I gotta ask. Should I make my
Yes.
checks now for smithing?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Day 2, you're fine. Day 3. Oh,
What?
Also fine.
I was one off.
Hooray.
So we get this spar without any consequences.
Nice. 3 whole days in and.
And it's 3 days in.
Damn you, percentile die!
So,
Alrighty then.
who's taking bets? Ellie versus freaking Azor. On freaking. Wait, fucking.
I look at you. I look at Azor and I smile and I laugh and I say, "If he doesn't get to use weapons, you don't get to use beast shape."
Yeah.
Like Ellie's like, yeah. What do you think I was gonna do? It's barehanded. And then she like looks as like, don't even make that a joke.
No magic, just straight up fist.
No magic, no skills, only
Grapples, throws,
only grapples,
everything.
punches,
Just
kicks.
throw each other off the cliff.
Okay.
I
mean,
take
not
Azor
that.
to the side.
One
There's
sec.
something fishy about this.
It's like,
She's gonna turn into a fish.
That's exactly what I say.
Are there
No, I could use a
I
shield.
can hear you. I hear you from over here.
are there books on this boat?
I look over and I say, "I'm Team Azor. Go get her."
Okay, anyone placing down bets?
Any books that would be on the ship would be added by you guys.
I'm gonna
Oh.
say Nala's putting down 20 gold on Ellie.
Just for the not even for the like the sake of it, just to see who wins that.
Okay, so I'm assuming there aren't any books on the ship unless
No.
we have.
No, that's the thing we got to get. Fuck.
Yep.
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 Well, guess Yen's gonna sleep on the deck.
You probably don't want to sleep on the deck. That's where they're sparring.
Mhm.
It's a big. All right, unless you're using
Well,
They
what if
might
they're
use
throwing-
the whole deck.
Yeah, they might end up using the
Alright,
whole
so what?
Remember, they're
You wanna do this?
You could they could set up a hammock in between the two masts.
There we
you
go.
probably- yeah,
Wait,
you probably-
there's a crow's nest.
I want to
Yeah,
take
okay,
this.
yeah, you can sleep up there. No problem up there. Except
fuck.
except his climbing, he has to climb up there.
Okay.
Do I want
No,
to do
I
this or
think I
not?
can't do that. Never
No,
mind.
if I should use it or not.
Oh my god, are you gonna use a potion?
I mean,
Are
yeah,
you
The
gonna be?
answer is always yes.
Are you gonna be cheap bastard? Also, what's the unarmed strike? Oh wait, I could just take that from the.
an unarmed strike is 1 plus
1d.
either strength or dex, depending on which one you want to use. It is
Oh, I can use
technically a
dex?
finesse. It is a
Oh, I can use dex?
technically. It is technically a finesse weapon.
Okay, sweet. Then I can
Because
I don't need to take a potion.
monks.
Does Melisandre even fit on the ship?
Yes.
Like, how does that work?
It's
It's
a big
Pretty
ship.
big ship, isn't it?
I mean, she probably has to stay on the top deck, but
Can I sleep on the dock? No.
No, no, that's a bad idea.
Can I like lay against the dock?
Mercer would say you can certainly try.
I mean,
All right,
You said
let's
it was
go.
like
honestly,
Is it in the compendium? Unarmed?
you said 1D what?
it's
And,
one.
One.
It is
It's just
one.
one.
An unarmed select does 1 plus your
No,
either
like,
strength
What's the
or
D? What's the die?
no
again?
die.
There's no die.
There's no
It's
die.
just
It does 1 damage plus whatever your strength or dex modifier is.
Sweet. Okay, let's go.
Bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, it does bludgeoning.
Think I spelled that correct?
Let me add it.
I forgot the D. Anyway,
The
There we
D.
The
no saving throws, no other damage. Okay.
Nope.
I'm not gonna make a dick joke there.
Let me see if that's correct. If I made this. And grapple attacks.
I'm just seeing if this works.
Oh my god. Hello, Azor.
Oh wait, that's strength. Oh wait, that's not right. Whoops.
Two.
Oh God.
Loading.
Yeah, that was not right. Where is
No,
it?
you got
Yeah.
you gotta
Damage is
change.
dex.
The damage has to match what you're
No,
rolling
wait, it's one.
to hit with.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
I mean, that's still 8.
There we go.
Oh no, 7.
There we go. It isn't doing ridiculous things because he probably had it on rolling die.
No, it was, I had it strength plus my dex instead of just dex.
So
Oh,
it just
yeah.
added both of them.
No, it's still 8 because it's only you only have it.
No, my dex bonus is 6, and then I just put in the +1 there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
You can just
Alright.
put +1 somewhere so that your dex goes up at some point.
yeah.
Actually, I guess it wouldn't.
Anyways,
Let's go.
Okay. So
I have a 9 initiative.
yeah, you're probably gonna run up towards me.
All right, let's go.
Can we do dodges in this little sparring fight? No, that's definitely gonna hit me. There's no dodging that.
I'm gonna give you a hint, buddy. Nope.
Doesn't Azor get multiple attacks too?
Yep.
he has an extra attack.
And action surges and maneuvers. So
No,
I'm
he
gonna
can't
do,
use maneuvers. If he uses maneuvers, he's disqualified.
It's not magic.
It's not magic.
No. If Ellie can't
We
use
said no
magic,
skills.
if Ellie,
Oh,
you said no
Ellie,
skills?
I said no
Yep.
skills. No skills. You cannot use maneuvers, champion skills, whatever. You have to use only your fists because only Ellie's using
Can I use
only
my
her
action
fists.
surge?
That's fine.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry.
action surge is fine, but that's about it.
Alright.
But that's
That's
only
my
because
first
you only
attack.
get one of those anyway.
Yeah.
And that's my second attack. Oh, jeez.
That probably misses.
So the first one probably hits.
Yes,
Second one.
that second one missed.
All
She
right,
just blocks it with her arm and then she just goes attacks.
let's go.
What I roll. I got a 16.
Nope.
No.
I mean, I know I'm losing this bet because Azor's AC is too stupid.
I would have bet, but it's like pointless because we have so much money. So it's like, what's even the point?
Yeah,
All right,
this
my
is just
turn. All right.
I already picked Azor.
these
That's a
hits.
fist that would have actually hit yourself.
Yeah. Damn.
What
So
the
that's 21 damage so far to you.
Oh my god. Literally 3 punches.
Wait, action surge gives you that many hits?
Action surge gives you an
No,
entire
I just get
extra
2 attacks
action.
per turn.
He hasn't used it yet.
Yeah, he hasn't
you're
used
using
it.
your dice, so that's why you don't see anything between his things.
But
Yeah.
there's like 2 extra all of a sudden that came out of the thing.
No, the first
first
two was
two
the first
hits.
round.
You rolled dice, and then he rolled the next 2.
Yeah. So this is
1911.
this is round 2.
Yeah.
That
So
was,
now it's your turn.
yeah.
And then we just keep adding up the damage. Blah blah blah. 7, 14.
7 and 14 to hit.
No, he's
Yeah.
adding the damage.
Oh,
21. It's
Okay.
total 21.
44. Okay. Okay. I might as well just do that.
nope.
I should have freaking said take off like freaking armors as well. Just
Too
freaking.
late.
Too late.
Ooh,
That's all right.
You
The
rolled-
the first two.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
So
third one.
26 and a 17.
Pretty sure that hits.
Yeah.
Bye, Elliot.
Yep.
Bye, Ellie. Good night.
Wait, that was all 3 hits.
No,
No,
The
it's
third
the
one
first
doesn't
two.
count. The third one doesn't count.
Yeah.
He hit it too many times.
Yeah.
Okay. Another 14.
Nope. Oh, never mind.
Oh, no, 14 damage.
Yep. Okay.
Mhm.
And God
Nope.
damn it! It's never gonna hit you because
You're
you're goddamn
never
armor.
gonna hit him.
I should have just kept my shield on.
Oh!
I'm gonna burn my action surge 2 more times.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh
he
shit!
misses.
Wow.
Terrible rolls.
He's block. And fuck it, I'm using my die. Apparently that's more freaking chancing. And I got stuck on the freaking keyboard. It's a 5.
I don't think it's even possible.
Yeah, can
You have
hit me?
you have to get a nat 20 to hit him.
He has to get a nat 20.
Yeah. So
Bye.
yes.
This is just like a beatdown.
I went
Okay,
to
I'm
sleep.
down to 16 health, and freaking Ali just says, "Okay, that's enough."
Oh, come on.
30 seconds into the fight, and Ellie just like, I'm dead. I'm dying.
Congrats. Anyone who bet on Azel gets to split up 20 gold.
Oh.
That's funny.
I should have probably just kept my weapon. Because then if I hit him at least once,
What weapon? What do you use?
that
Dude, if
freaking
you
scimitar
weapon, you'd be
duplication.
done.
Yeah, but then Azor gets his weapon as well, and then it's even worse
And
for
then
you.
you
And
die.
then you're just done.
Yeah, and then I have my shield. You know that, right? The shield that
He still has
duplicates.
25 armor class.
I have a plus 12 to hit.
You have a plus 12 to hit. I have a freaking thing that
How do
doubles
you
my
have a
AC.
plus 12 on your
You
unarmed
actually
strike?
have to hit him.
Only if you hit him, and that's if you.
Oh
get
no, you have a
roll.
plus 12 on your regular weapon. Never mind.
Yeah, but if I get anything that increases my strength or dexterity, I can hit him more often.
What?
I really don't think it's gonna.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start making some smithing checks
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna go freaking meditate off the rules.
because day 1 and 2 are both gonna be spent smithing.
Smithing.
So-
smithing.
Day 1, I'm going to make stealth armor.
Stealth armor. For
Yep.
whom?
This
Also,
one's
what kind
going
of
to be
armor?
for Kaylin, and I'm going to make it look intriguing.
Purdy.
Here's a good question. What-
Assless chaps.
What level of armor are you making? Are you making light, medium, or heavy?
I'm going to be making medium because I can't really make light armor with metal.
Okay.
It's probably going to be a breastplate, so it doesn't give disadvantage on stealth.
Here's a good question. Does Kaylin have the ability to wear heavy?
Yes,
Yeah,
or
she's a
medium,
cleric.
yes.
Yeah, I'm a life cleric. I can wear all the armor.
Yep.
I can wear all the shields.
Clerics get
Nice.
medium. Clerics get medium armor by default, and life. Oh, you're a life cleric?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
No, she's the daughter of a very nice person.
There it is.
Anyways, I'm gonna be making a. I'm gonna make a breastplate. It's gonna look sleek, but I'm also gonna put the symbol of her god on it.
Okay.
Where? Middle of the chest?
Yeah, probably. So that would
Do I
be a
have to make-
23 in total.
Do I have to make navigation checks at some point?
Yes and yes.
Cool.
Alright, just let me know. I'm just eating dinner.
I'm also typing up stuff on Google because I'm searching for something.
Okay, so
Alright.
how long did it take to make the breastplate out of spelth?
Calculations, yay!
It's a 23, by the way, that I have on total.
I figured. I would say about 4 hours.
4 hours, and that would use how much of the spelth?
20
All of
pounds.
20 pounds? Okay. Where's the spelth?
The hell is that?
60.
My holy
Somebody
symbol.
being messaged on Discord.
Oh, that fucking holy symbol on the bottom, just aim
Ooh.
downwards. What the fuck? On your armor. That ain't creepy at all.
Hello?
Hi.
That is a really creepy holy symbol.
She has the god of self something.
Self-sacrifice.
That.
Self-sacrifice.
Anyways,
Martyrdom.
Mm-hmm.
cool. I might be able to pull it off. I might not. Let's see. I think the rest of day one is going to be taking measurements for the wolf.
Okay.
That's gonna be fun to do.
Ellie just sleeps off her wounds.
So
Me-
I'm
I'm gonna say make a perception check.
perception. Okay.
That's for the first day, I guess.
Okay. You're fine.
Am I doing it per day or per few days? How do you want to do that?
Per day.
Okay. So we're on day 3, so 3
You might want to
checks.
get Ellie to help since she's a fucking eagle-eyed. She's fucking has so much good rolls. And
So I'm going to tell you first that my perception bonus is a 1,
Mm-hmm.
and my total that I rolled is going to be 21.
Oh.
Because I got a nat
It's a nat
20.
one. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So Miyako, Nala asks if he could start taking measurements of your wolf. Which probably sounds a little bit weird, but I'm sure she has already mentioned the armor
Yep.
to you
Yes.
sometimes. So basically, all you're trying to do is just keep your wolf calm while or she. I keep saying he while she takes measurements, which
Yeah.
takes maybe about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Cool.
She just takes measurements of of her
Dave.
legs and her torso.
Legs, torso, maybe the head to try and think of a helmet.
We'll see.
But I'm not
You-
entirely certain how well a dog is or a dire wolf is going to keep a helmet on anyway.
Wolves are usually better for mobility, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need to protect their vitals and movements.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
You probably could just ask Ellie for example of movement and stuff like that to test out like little segments.
Oh, I'll probably be doing that, but
Ellie's probably gonna end up in the crow's nest every once in a while just to keep an eye on things.
so that's
Also, you're fine on navigation. You're good for now.
Yep.
I don't want to spar with Azor.
Want
Wait,
to
those
spar
are
with
not perception
Ellie?
rolls, those are
Or
dice
you
rolls.
want to spar with Nala?
Aren't you
I
sleeping
wish I
right
would
now?
have spar with anyone.
Nala's challenging you, Azor.
That was
No.
you telling me.
No, I was talking to Miyako.
I am already fairly certain I would lose.
Hmm.
Possibly. Remember, you use your dex on your unarmed strike.
Does anyone want Ellie to make grenades for them? I do still have nature grenades, and I can still make those.
Can you? I thought that was an
Yeah.
exorcist thing.
No, the nature grenades were because Tinker Kids.
Yep.
Oh.
I invented.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
Dazil is just going at it behind the ship.
Okay
You don't
then.
need a steer. You can spar.
Like that.
And he's probably gonna end up talking to some of the crew at the same time and stuff like that while we travel.
yeah, I'm just gonna be looking at materials to actually make this out of, and
Can I learn sailing from these guys?
You'd have to ask me.
Okay.
I'm the
Hey,
one
Daz.
doing the ship sailing at the moment.
Yeah. So at least he's gonna go ask Dazio if she can learn how to frickin' sail. To do
okay.
a better job than just, frickin' pulling with just a rig and that's it. Keeping it in place.
Hmm.
I think I have everything I need to start on the wolf armor. Not today because that's gonna take way too long. But
Okay.
yeah, that'll be my day one, making the breastplate for Kaylin.
Day 2.
So wait, I do want to tell Kaylin what her new armor actually does. So you get, I believe, let me just check in my notes so I have this right. 5d6 plus your Constitution modifier in temporary health. It is also a +2 armor.
Deem, son. You all kinds of shiny now.
Yeah.
And no disadvantage on stealth.
So it's 5d6 plus con modifier?
Yes. 5d6 plus Constitution modifier.
That's daily, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
It refreshes daily.
Cool.
Does that take an hour or is it like instantaneous?
I think it'd be like at the dawn of the day, you would re-roll it.
That.
So cool. All right, day 2.
You gonna do that now or?
Yeah, actually, that's a good.
Sure, I'll do it now.
You may as well.
I'd say just keep it for the rest of the week so you don't have to roll. I mean, unless you want to roll per day.
I probably put Dazio there.
So 18 plus 3, so 21.
Ellie's
I have hit
the
points right now.
druid, so
Yeah.
I guess the first thing to teach you would be how to use the crow's nest. And you could spend a day being the perceptive, eagle-eyed, protecting us from the group of not harpies that may attack at some point.
Kill Mater. That's the
18.
fucking.
I rolled a 20.
A natural 20?
Yes.
Nice.
Well
so
done.
it's 24 in all. That's my perception bonus.
Well, nothing's hiding from you, so I'll let you know if anything comes for it. Let's get through the armor that he's or the stuff that he's making through.
Yeah.
through the
I'll
first
just
3
go
days
put
and
like
stuff.
dishes away and get some drinks.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Was it plus 2 or plus 3 armor?
+2 armor.
Cool. That's what I thought.
It's pretty good.
Oh
It's pretty good.
boy. I want to get armors done. Armors take a while.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
While he's doing
Take a
that,
while.
I tell my second in command to keep him
Okay.
well stocked on anything he might need, including rations and whatnot.
Okay. Also, it's not a he, it's a she.
Yeah.
No, I tell my second in command to go take care of her.
I know.
Anyways, so let's see. The next armor I'm going to make is Dosriel's. Let's make some Guterium armor.
What does that do?
Woot.
Oh, that's the ethereal one.
Yeah, that's the really fun one.
That is a 23.
Awesome.
Gotta love.
What kind of armor are thou making?
This would be equivalent to, I think, leather or let's say studded leather.
Word.
Okay.
Because this is
Studded
like the
leather.
only material I can make light armor out of.
Yep. It's literally one of the only materials that come from a monster rather than mining it out of the ground.
Yep. I mean, I can use dragon hide and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't
So
have any of
studded
that.
leather is 13 pounds. Awesome. How much Guterium do you have?
I have 20 pounds.
20 pounds. Which is... Oh god. What just happened?
And I think this is like a 10-pound armor, so...
There we go. Okay. Anyways. 10 pound. No, it's 13 pound. But yeah.
It'd be 10 pounds of Guterium and the studs would be metal.
Oh, yep.
That's
Figured
the
that
point.
out. Yep, that one. Okay.
The studs would be steel because we have
Yeah, I
100
think-
pounds of that, and I know
Yeah.
this is going to use less than like a 0.1 pound, so I'm not even going to worry about it.
Well, no,
Oh.
it'd use 3 pounds.
3 pounds of... Oh, that's fair. I will go ahead and mark
Yeah.
that off then.
10 pound of Guterium, 3 pounds of
Yep. No, I
You're welcome.
do understand what I messed up there.
I'm going to say studded leather would probably take processing it, and that's good stuff.
Smithing simulator.
Yeah, I know. I'm literally going through calculations right now. That's about 6.5 hours.
Okay, I kind of figured this would take a while.
Yeah, it's not easy.
I can't
It's
make
also
another...
the first time that you're. It's also the first time that you're working with Guterium, and it's actually a lot of fun to work with because it's like the name implies. It's like a goo.
Yep.
Ugh.
It's very malleable.
That's
Yep.
fucking cool.
It's basically Play-Doh armor.
You basically don't have to heat it,
Yeah.
but once
So
once you treat it, it becomes very very hard.
Yeah, but obviously I'm shaping it first.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's one of those done. That is Guterium, which is a +2 armor. And once a day you can transport yourself to the ethereal plane.
Okay. Ooh. Well.
So that is, just so
Remember,
you're
I
aware,
rolled
that is
20
a
in my freaking-
base of a 15 plus your dex mod for armor, Dazriel.
By the way I'm working the ethereal plane, you will still be able to see and quote unquote hear everything on the material plane while in the ethereal plane. However,
feels
it
weird.
feels you're basically like a ghost that can walk through walls, do other good stuff, and no one can see you.
I think
And
it
that's
lasts. I think it lasts for an hour.
It lasts for 1 hour.
Is that the
Here's the
equivalent
thing.
of studded
Do I
leather?
control that hour? Like, can I be like,
You
I
control
would like
that.
dissipate it
So
or whatever?
every
can
day
say,
you have
no,
1
go
hour.
Go away, I want to leave, and you'll be able to leave.
So
Um,
every day you have 1 hour's worth of ghost mode.
Yep.
Well, 1
And
hour.
I'm gonna say this now.
Worth.
The only thing that can see you on the ethereal plane is other ethereal creatures, not even
And
true
me.
sight. No, not even true sight.
Oh,
What?
True
Nice.
sight people, things with true sight cannot see the ethereal plane because it is a separate plane.
So wait. So
So it's not like the spell, because the true sight spell allows. Okay.
no, it's
No.
not like the spell apparently.
Because it's like the animal or the basic ability of true sight
There you go.
rather than the spell.
Okay. And is that an hour's worth or one activation?
With 6 hours on the
Uh,
armor.
So what I mean by that is like, can I be like, and ethereal, walk around for like half an hour, unethereal, and ethereal, walk around for the rest of the half an hour, or one time. that can
Yeah,
last-
I'll say you can get up to an hour within the ethereal plane because that would be weird if you couldn't get up to the hour. But I will say you have a max of 4 uses per day,
Okay.
up to an hour.
All right, and that's 12 plus Dex plus 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
12 12 plus dex.
Wait, it's 12, not 13?
I don't know.
Yes, it's 12 armor.
Okay.
That's not 13.
So it's a base of 14 armor plus your dex.
Sweet.
Which I believe is really good.
And do you have a name for it?
No, I'll let you. You know what? I'm gonna let you guys name it. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
What does it look like?
I'm glad you asked. So do you know what ectoplasm from Ghostbusters looks like?
I do.
Imagine that crystallized.
Looks
That's
actually pretty
basically the armor.
swanky.
It's almost kind of sort of see-through. But
So make sure you
it's-
have something under there.
Yeah, it's kind of murky.
Lol. So it's greenish. I don't
Yes,
know.
it has a
I
green
look
on
at
it.
everybody. You got a name for this? Anybody?
No.
No.
You guys suck.
Well, you just gave us 5 seconds to come up with it.
Yeah, give it some time. Maybe it'll name itself.
All right. And then. Okay.
Ooh, you know what I could call it? The Ghost Shard.
That is good.
Ghost Shard armor.
There you
We
go.
got a name, yay!
Ghost Shard armor. I'm going to be making a set for Ellie too, by the way. Just not today.
Yeah, you've been too.
Alright, 6 hours is pretty close to it, and I don't know that any of my other projects are going to take me. Well, I could do
Made of what is it called?
Deuterium.
Deuterium.
I'm going to type that out for you.
Allows 4 uses to
A day.
ethereal plane up to max 1 hour.
It's one or the other.
Yep.
What do you mean? One or the other?
Like
Either 4
hey,
uses or 1 hour.
like if you run out of that 1 hour, you can't use it again.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
either yeah.
So, yeah. 4
Oh,
uses
goddammit,
or
guys.
up to an hour if you only use it once.
Oh, I should explain one thing about the ethereal plane. There is no magic in the ethereal plane.
So
You go there and you're a normal ass person.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luckily,
So
this
the
isn't a magic
G-
armor, so.
A G or a D? Deuterium or
Goo.
Deuterium?
Goo. I typed it
Goo.
into general for you.
It got gooed.
Alright, because it tried to correct me to deuterium, and I was like, that's interesting.
No. Gooey.
Oh, literally goo. Okay.
Yeah, literal
Yeah.
goo.
It got gooed.
The only thing I think I could still pull off is Yen's gift.
It's crystal, so it doesn't matter.
AC of 12. What?
No, that's just clicking the armor. My AC is 22.
Bruh. Nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I just gave the rogue more armor than myself. That's hilarious.
Yep. Yeah, you
I haven't.
did.
By the way, I haven't made my replacement scale mail yet.
You'll beat me.
I will by 1. Anyways,
Oh.
I've got a gift for Yen that's going to be more Dragonstone that I think I can get in 2 hours.
Okay.
Let's hope I roll well. I did. Because that is a 28 in total. I got a 16.
Nice. So, what are you trying to make again?
It's a staff.
Made of Dragonstone?
Yep.
Ooh, what are staves? Huh. I don't actually know the word.
Quarterstaff?
It
Yeah,
would
is it a
as a
staff
weapon. As a weapon, it would function as a quarterstaff. It does technically. I'm trying to make this so that it would technically function as a spellcasting focus staff.
Okay, so in other words, you're literally making it a conduit weapon.
A what?
A conduit weapon.
Yes, a conduit weapon. The nice thing about me making it out of Dragonstone and Yen being a Phoenix sorcerer is that it takes in fire enchantments.
You know, I'm gonna Yen. In a little bit, I'm gonna talk to you about something, and I think eventually we're going to take a little bit of a break because I do want to take a break this time because stuff is happening. But I want to talk to you about something again.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Sounds good.
It'll be good for you, so you're welcome.
Okay. Thank you.
So, how long and how much material?
I'm going to say you can get started on it. Roll. Because, no, I don't need to roll.
Yeah, Lily.
You got a 28. That's really good.
It is. I also got a 28 on my smithing check. Nice.
That was ridiculous.
Yes, you do. Also, nice wisdom check.
That was just for freaking showing off.
Yay!
Oh wait, I didn't even put advantage on it. Fucking hell.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Imagine getting 2 natural 20s.
I'm gonna roll my
Fucking
dice.
wasted my natural 20.
Mm.
All right.
No, just wasted a 6.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you get started on it, because making a magical conduit weapon is a little bit harder than just making a plain up weapon, especially
So,
because it's a.
I would be able to make the
one.
actual base staff, object, but I wouldn't have gotten through the conduit.
You're
Yeah.
gonna ask for the actual mage or any magic user here. That is not, holy symbol.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
Actual arcane stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a couple of spells that I share with Arcane, so I would know a bit more.
Yeah.
How heavy is this thing?
Probably like 5 or 6 pounds.
All right,
It's not that heavy.
Not that heavy.
we'll say 5.
Especially if you get after you get the little.
I'll
bits
say
of
with a
it.
28 you use 5. So,
Cool.
you're
All
good
right.
at this now, by the way.
That's gonna be all I can do. So, if anyone else has something to do on day 2,
I'm just spotting out for everything. Apparently, because I rolled a 20 on that.
Yeah,
Okay, so day
one-
3.
Day 1 and 2 for Ellie would be Eagle's Nest. Day 3 and 4, if we don't die, would be learning how to up and down the sails,
Okay.
how to control the sails. So
I'm gonna instead of being a wisdom check, it's going to be you making a strength check.
Okay. And
we'll say with advantage, just because I'm telling you what to do.
I rolled a 17.
All right, well, roll again.
well, see if you get in that 20.
11.
No, go with the 17.
Yeah.
17.
Plus 1, it's 18 in all, by the way.
Okay, so with the help of the other crew members, because they're gonna walk you through it as you do it, it is not hard to do actually. Especially when you're like
Got
doing
the
it by
technique
yourself,
down.
it'd be really hard. But with the group of other sailors that are helping, because they all work together, it actually becomes very easy. You meld with the group very well. You're able to give and follow instructions almost to the letter. So putting up and putting down the sails are actually probably one of the easiest things to do on a ship.
So that's a good thing to know. Getting a little bit more knowledge into freaking sailing.
All right, day 3. I'm curious. Is anyone going to take Nala up on aside from Azor, because we don't need to go through that?
Lol.
That'll be fun.
The only reason why I would actually do it is because I don't need a nat 20 to hit you.
But it would still be pretty high.
Oh, I mean, it's a +9, so I still need to hit like a
You need a 16.
16, yeah, a 16 or higher on the die to hit him. But I mean,
What?
You blah blah
You
blah.
died.
He
Dead.
died.
Dead.
goddamn headset.
Wow.
It actually
headset
no, it
ever.
just turned itself off for no fucking reason.
Probably a stray static shock just went, oh wait, emergency, turn off.
Anyways, as I was saying, I need a 16 to hit him. He has to hit a total of a 20 to hit me. So if
I
I'm
need a
not
plus
using any of
11.
my spells,
11 hit.
With your fist?
Well, no, you have. I know
have a
you
9
have.
to hit, so I'd have to roll 11 or higher.
Yeah. That's absolutely adorable, Lily.
What is? Oh boy.
That's pretty great.
So anyway, anyone but Azor. Would anyone but Azor take up Nala's invitation to spar?
At least more than likely to freaking spar, but in like animal form.
Well, if he-
Wouldn't be learning how to say hello.
I could take that challenge.
Oh.
No, like after like everything stopped.
With fist?
Icarus steps up to bat.
Okay, Icarus. Are we going to do a standard spar, or are we going to go all out?
Do standard. Do standard.
Do
I wanna
not
go
fuck with
all
the
out.
dragon.
I'm just
I mean,
saying.
because my unarmed strikes do
a lot
are
more
not
than
normal.
his.
Maybe it can be a bit unfair if
That's why I'm
Well,
saying.
that's a good
If
weapons.
you do it normal, you're gonna get
Weapons? Okay, weapons, but nothing else?
I'm not
raped.
sure.
Weapons with non-lethal damage.
Weapons with non-lethal damage. Weapons with non-lethal... But okay.
Yeah. 'cause
This
it's
gives me a
spar.
chance to test out my new War Cleaver.
Oh dear.
How do you do non-lethal damage with a War Cleaver?
I
lightning
don't
back
cleave him in half, and when I see he's about to keel over, I just hit him with the flat of the blade and knock his ass out. That's how.
You crit him
All
three
right,
times.
I'm very certain Icarus is going to beat me in initiative, as I have a 7.
Oh god, yeah.
So,
like a 9.
the first... No. 2 dex plus 5 speed. Or 50 speed. So, Icarus, you
Not
get the
you.
first. You get the first shot.
Okay, so weapons, nothing else. So I'm gonna use the shit.
Nice.
All right, I take 14 damage.
Oh, shit.
Another 11.
Yep. Okay, so that's a total of 20. Oh
Nope.
yeah, I forget he gets 3 hits,
Ah,
but he
that
doesn't
was
actually
great.
hit on that one. So
Yeah.
that is a total of 15. No, 25.
25.
Okay.
So
Go into a defensive stance.
I don't think he can.
Nope.
Give me a
He
second.
did flurry of blows.
He
Give me a
can't.
second.
He
So
can't.
does-
No.
Fine. He gets 2 attacks, and then he gets a bonus
It's a
attack.
bonus action. I'm not
No.
gonna use flurry of blows. Just
No, we're not
the-
using. Actually, we're not using skills. We're only using weapons.
Yeah.
Oh.
If we went all out, I would be divine smiting, and even though he gets more attacks than me, I can
Divine
murder
Smite
him.
is lethal.
Anyways,
no matter what.
yeah, I know.
Totally that.
Let's see, 53 minus 25. I'm just gonna do this.
It's 28.
Thank you.
We're so
You're welcome.
fragile. We have ridiculous items where we're like 37 health. Oh,
All right, it will be.
Well, we're not that high in levels. That's why.
Yeah.
Fucking Azor was 69.
Would a
health over
24 hit you, Icarus?
Yep.
All right.
Yen?
That would be with all of that. That's a plus 9, so that's 18 on the first hit.
Okay. So
Oh my god.
how much? 18?
18 on my first attack.
Oh my
You're
god. I
fine,
can...
Lily.
I'm
That is definitely gonna hit you. I just rolled an 18 on the die.
Yeah, sure.
I told you to go normal.
That is another 18 points of damage.
Okay. Yep, almost that completely.
Okay.
That's
So that's what, a total of 36 points of damage you took.
yeah, more than half. And
Icarus.
so let's try again.
Alright, your turn.
Nice.
Alright, that works. So that would.
Oh, shit.
So that is a total of 27.
Now.
Ah, well, we still hit.
Okay, well, you win. I'm gonna tell you something. After your second hit with the bow, or with the fancy bow, I was at 1
Yeah.
health.
Oh, oh, okay.
You do ridiculous.
He wins, but he's like limp. I think I win, guys.
So how low were you, Icarus?
25. So probably 2 hits would kill me too.
Yeah, if I hit you twice again, I probably would have knocked you out.
Fastest combat ever.
To be fair, 2 heavy hitters.
Do I level up?
No,
And at least someone actually hit someone else this time.
Yeah.
Hey.
I know, right?
Yeah, this was an actual fight.
So it's like
yeah,
a
but
massive
it's
beatdown.
someone who has such ridiculous armor and freaking dexterity.
Look at that.
Alright,
And all
well-
of my hits, only one would have hit Acer.
I'm sure it would take me a while of the second day to recuperate with a long rest.
Yeah.
I'll help you.
Third day. Okay, no, I'm still here. Never mind.
Just freaking heal you guys from above. Or just come down and just heal you. Come out. Heal you guys.
Oh, right. I forgot James is hitting all of our keys.
Yeah.
Wow. With
Yeah, like I said, I'm not doing any smithing on the third day, so...
I used my wholeness of body to heal 18 hits, so one of his hits, and then the 17 put me to almost full again. Just 1 HP less than usual.
Oh my god.
Are you fireballing someone?
No. He just
Oh
went
shit,
through.
Jen, no!
Boom.
You
Load
wasted
the
that
ship
kind
up.
of damage.
No.
That would almost kill me. Yeah, I was just curious. I think I have the least health out of everyone?
Pretty
Yeah.
sure you do, buddy.
Yeah, actually, I could. Well, you have to make a dexterity saving throw, but
And you are good at those.
If
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
rolled
but it's
max
against the
damage on
DC
my
of
spear pit,
16. What's my
Yep,
saving throw?
Let me see if I.
Oh, I
no,
forgot.
still
My
don't.
dex save is actually pretty decent.
Actually, that was a dex check, so saving throw would be +3, which means I would make the AC.
Yes, you may, Lily.
I'm
Better
just
DC.
gonna point out I rolled a 14 on the die, and due to my aura of protection, my dexterity saving throws, which I am proficient in, thanks to resilient, is a 13 on top of a 14. So that's a 27 to resist your fireball.
How much
Fuck.
does the aura give you? Like
hell?
double? How did it give you double?
How do you have 14?
I rolled a 14 on the die. I have a 13 dexterity because I have aura of protection.
I don't know how
Myself
that
and
works.
anyone within me adds my charisma bonus to their saving throws, as long as I am conscious.
And
On top
What's
of
your
being
charisma?
proficient with dexterity and having a +2 dex.
so you have
plus
plus
two.
two, plus 2
How would
dex,
you have more
plus
than
2,
me? That doesn't make any sense.
plus 2,
Are you-
plus 2, plus 3, plus 6, 5? What do you have on your
I'm
charisma?
+9 saving throw.
No, he means with
For-
the
for
aura of
those of-
protection.
For those of who don't understand, his charisma, I believe, is a 22.
No, I have an
Yeah,
18 charisma.
No, I was gonna say there's no way his charisma is high.
Yeah.
No.
My strength is a 22.
Oh, I got those were mixed up then.
Yeah, no, my charisma is an 18.
Okay. So that would be a +4.
4.
+4. I have
Plus 4?
+2 from dex.
6, 3 proficiency is
Nine.
9.
The
Nine.
fuck happened to this then?
Did you add
By accident?
your charisma twice?
Oh, that's yeah. You might have added your charisma twice by then.
Let me
Okay.
check
Because
let me
it's
check the
missing a 4
modifier.
to-
Let me check the modifier.
See, I was like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, 13's a bit.
By
much,
the way,
Bro, what?
even with a +9, that's
It's
still
a
a
23.
yeah, that's still
Yeah.
a 23. I still take 8th damage. It just adds plus the modifier is only adding +4 to the saving throws.
I think you need to go to the global, I don't know what
Yeah.
in the
Okay,
settings or something
you know
like
what? You know what I'm gonna do?
That
I'm gonna do
would-
this.
That would almost kill me. Let's see.
And I have whatchamacallit. I can re-roll because of empowered spell. I can re-roll up to 5 dice.
Reroll the 2 and the 3.
I can reload
And
both.
the 3.
Why
Yeah.
does the
So if this hit you, if this spear hit you, and if it did hit you, then it would deal 40 damage.
Ay, ay, ay. So that didn't, thank God.
Yeah.
it also
I
didn't
would
hit
die.
me.
I would have died.
Anyway,
All right.
Hi.
4th day.
Hiya.
so what's happening the next day?
I missed.
Yeah, we're on the 4th day now.
Harpies.
The next day, someone answers the phone.
Dawn of
I
the
know,
4th
right?
day.
Fucking pick up the phone, God damn it!
Dawn of the 4th day.
Yep, 4th day.
You know,
Why
even though
the
we only had,
fuck does
we
it-
had less than that many days in that.
How the hell did it do
True.
this?
All right, finally. Okay, awesome. So,
Joe's like, combat, let's go.
I would say you guys. Let's see. Let's see how far you guys got so far. From there to there. That's 10 days. So I'd say you probably got above the Tor River. So that's actually a great point. Awesome. So I would say about halfway through the 4th day, the guy up in the crow's nest, I don't know who it is, probably one of the newer crew members, starts shouting out, saying he spotted something off in the distance to the northwest, saying there's something coming from the northwest, like I just said, and it looks pretty big.
The British are coming. The British are coming.
I'm gonna go and see if I can spot it exactly.
Okay.
Let me go.
17.
Yeah, I'm
6.
gonna go
Okay, the
perception
17 plus
check.
4 is 20.
There you go.
Okay, well, with fucking natural 20 over there.
No. Unnatural.
No.
No,
I'm
no,
saying
no.
Yen,
Yen.
You got a
Yen.
fucking 24.
What do your elf eyes see?
Well,
Only
Yen,
half elf,
with
get over
natural
there.
20, you look off in the northwest direction, and you swear to God, you see a dragon.
Oh
But,
boy, this will be fun.
What color?
It
What
looks
color?
it looks weird because it's not a dragon that you've ever seen before, or at least heard of. It looks to be made of some kind of like sandy brown material, of some kind, and its eyes, which is what you really notice, are jet black, solid black.
Would I know anything about this?
When he mentions it to you, do you know? I don't know.
Can I make a
Make-
history?
make-
check?
What I know?
That would be an Arcana check.
As a sailor, would I know?
Yen, you can make a check, yes. As a sailor, no.
Alright, I know nothing.
Can I make a check since I would have studied a lot of creatures anyway?
Quick question. I think I know the answer to this.
Arcana, that's a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. All you get is that it is some kind of
Damn.
weird ass dragon. What'd you get?
I got like 13 in all.
Nope. Nope.
Out of curiosity, nope. You don't even need to
Do you
know.
have proficiency in Arcana?
If you don't have proficiency in Arcana, yes. But if you do, then I would just basically tell you after you roll what you know.
Wait, but doesn't Yen have proficiency in Arcana?
Yes, and I haven't gotten to him yet.
Oh, I thought you said no to him.
I rolled. I don't
No,
have
no,
proficiency in
no.
Arcana, so
That
don't
was
even
no
bother.
to me.
Yeah.
And quick question before we start. Like, I'm pretty sure the ship has like an autopilot feature, right? Like just to hover.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It would
I'm
not
gonna
just
go-
fall. It would not just careen out of the sky if you left it.
Needed to be sure.
I'm going to go help set up one of the
We
freaking
start to
ballistas.
die.
Okay, so I guess no one knows what this is. Yen, 19. Like I said, all you know is that it's some kind of weird ass dragon.
Not natural.
All that you know about weird ass dragons is that dragons are bad, and this looks big, so you should probably avoid it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Does it look
kill
like
it.
it spotted us, or is
Wait,
it like,
I need its hide for armor.
lol?
You look at like the direction of where the dragon is coming from, and it looks like it's coming in this direction.
I'm going to help set up the ballistas.
Yeah, I tell the crew to set up the ballistas, and for the remaining crew to go under the ship, like under the hull.
Okay, so what I need,
Repair something, I don't know.
who is helping the crew set up the ballistas? Just
Nala is.
LA.
Nala, Ellie. Anyone
I'll
else?
cast guidance on one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I'll help out as well.
I need you all who are helping out. I need you to make a strength check, please.
Okie doke.
One of the dudes gets a
I got an 18.
1d4 to the ability check. That's how I'm helping.
21 total.
Oh, bless America.
Seven.
At least fucking grass is like, go.
All right. So that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm assuming Yen, you're the one that got guidance. So no, just
I'll roll a, what is it, a 1d4?
Yeah.
ye. Skeet.
And how far away is it?
Very
Nope.
far.
I got a 1. All right.
Nice.
Yen, you're just fumbling like you don't know what the heck you're doing. The other 3 of you are actually. Is it just 3? Yes.
You have a
Words,
negative
I
one
know-
for strength?
There's a negative 1? Oh,
Hackers,
You rolled
nat
that
20,
but-
so 19.
yeah. So the rest of you are able to help set up the 4 ballistas that you have up on tech, and the rest of the crew are going below. Dazrael,
far
what are
away
you
is
do? I would say it's maybe 800 feet or so.
All right.
Oh boy.
I was preparing the ship to be put into hover mode.
Okay, that's what I figured. I would just say make a dexterity check.
Check. Roll
Yes.
8 in.
Just okay. Well, you're just fine. You get all the shit done as quickly as possible, and once you're done, I assume you're either going below deck or you're staying on like the main deck area.
How close is it?
Like I said, it's about 800 feet in closing.
Okay, 800 feet.
Is it within range of a ballista?
800?
No.
Good range with me.
Okay.
Technically.
Technically,
Do you
yes.
yeah, sure it is. Go ahead
I-
and try.
I'm gonna
You
hold
do
off
realize
here.
if you miss, you're never getting your spear back.
No, I have the infinite chain.
No.
And the
Chain of
infinite
returning.
chain.
And chain of returning only goes out so far.
Yeah, but he
I
has
think
chain
it's also
infinity.
infinite or something like that.
It's attached to the end of that chain.
Mhm.
Yep.
Shit.
So it's
Fucking
a high
piece of
but
shit.
I can still do it.
Yep.
Well,
Remember, we did this to be fucking bastards.
Yep. Because you're assholes, and I love you.
Wait, what the hell?
And by that I mean
I missed that.
does the ship have defensive, right? We armored it, right? Something
No,
like that?
We couldn't get actual armor onto it because, it would take months to do
Right.
that.
Right.
It's gonna take a long time to do
We
that.
just got extra armaments and stuff like that and things, easily installed.
I'm gonna
So
tell you
more
this.
ballistas.
I haven't even gone about trying to upgrade the ballistas or making any ridiculous ammo for it.
Mhm.
Right.
So the
Okay.
only things I've made to improve the ship and its crew have been for its crew.
People.
Okay.
We have to fight this with the better stuff if we want to do stuff like that.
All right.
Well,
I
good thing I have a lot of call lightning. Call lightning. It's great because I can continuously attack the fucking thing for the next 10 turns.
I warned the crew of what's coming and tell
Uh,
them,
Should I drink this potion of stone giant strength?
nah, don't do that.
Nah.
It would help with the returning of it.
I don't think you need it.
Okay. So after all this happens, I'm just gonna make sure it actually has a good fly speed. Otherwise, this is gonna be awkward. Where? Oh, I don't have that open. I gotta find that then. Hold
Did
up.
Miyako take a
hold up.
feat?
I believe so.
What?
No?
feat?
No.
Oh wait, we have a couple turns.
Okay.
We have a turn at least that can.
Yeah,
enhance
you have
It's-
at least one turn.
Is it
If someone else attacks it, I'm going to attack.
Is it a short
Okay.
bow or a long bow? That's what
Okay.
It's a long
someone-
bow.
It's a
Look
long
at this list that I just put down, and if anyone wants a.
I would like bolt strength. Just so
Okay.
in case.
Yeah,
just
give,
for the,
give
just
him
for the,
full strength.
Oh, yeah.
But
Bro.
it's
Full
strength.
I need-
strength is
I need
actually
athletics for the
It's for the pullback.
chain of returning.
up to an
No,
hour.
checked.
Yeah.
It's concentration, so you can only do one person.
Yeah.
And you couldn't do Call Lightning because I think you gotta concentrate.
Call lightning is also concentration.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have Ice Knife.
Yep.
True.
All right. So I'm gonna say it's been a turn now, and it starts flapping, towards the ship at a very rapid speed. I mean, obviously, it's a big ass dragon. And as it gets closer, you guys can see it more clearly. Its scales is actually almost looks like a hard rock material, and its underbelly seems to be like continuously dripping with sand. It also has no arms, or at least forward arms, and its back legs are stunted and are covered in spiky material of some kind.
What?
Before it gets to, or like right before it gets within reach of everybody, I have my my Nala's wisdom attached to the chain of returning. And I throw it out to see if I can like blind it as it's like bull rushing us.
I was gonna say don't hurt it.
Okay.
That's not hurting it. I'm blinding it. Like throw.
So
Like
before
warn off.
I was not done with my description. It also its wings are actually like a big sail kind of thing that just flaps up and down a couple times. It looks like it's just like glued onto the body almost. And there are 4 of them, not 2, that are kind of like in a triangular pattern behind the dragon. And the eyes look like they don't look to be looking at you guys. They just seem to be in the direction of the ship itself.
Can I turn the ship away out of its
Lower it,
trajectory?
lower it, lower it.
Lower
Just-
it?
Yeah. We could drop down faster than going up and left and
Okay.
right.
I would like to lower us.
Okay. So as you lower the ship, the dragon starts going over the ship, like flying to go up. And then you see ropes.
I don't know why it's fucking doing this.